Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that an entire town is terrified not because they know who the killer is, but because they don't. A mystery so disturbing that even after decades, investigators still can't explain it. And to this day, many believe the person responsible may have walked free. This is the story of one of America's darkest unsolved mysteries, the murder of 6-year-old Jonbenét Ramsey. It was the day after Christmas, December 26, 1996. The Ramsey family should have been celebrating the holidays in Boulder, Colorado. Instead, their lives and America were about to change forever. Early that morning, Patsy Ramsey walked downstairs and found something chilling, a handwritten ransom note lying on the staircase. The note demanded $118,000 for the safe return of her daughter, Jonbenét. Panic spread instantly. Police arrived. Friends came over. The house became crowded. But something felt strange from the very beginning. The ransom note was unusually long, nearly 3 pages. Experts later found that it had likely been written inside the house itself. Who breaks into a home, kidnaps a child, and then spends so much time writing a note? Hours passed. The phone never rang. Then came the moment that shocked America. Jonbenét's father, John Ramsey, searched the basement and made a horrifying discovery. There, in a small storage room, lay 6-year-old Jonbenét. She was dead. Suddenly, this was no longer a kidnapping. It was murder. The entire country became obsessed with the case. Jonbenét was a child beauty pageant star with a bright smile, and her tragic death dominated headlines for years. But instead of answers, investigators found more questions. Who wrote the ransom note? Why was the amount exactly $118,000, the same as John's recent work bonus? Why were there no signs of forced entry? And perhaps the biggest mystery of all, was the killer an outsider, or someone inside the house? Almost immediately, suspicion fell on the Ramsey family. Critics questioned their behavior. Some believed the parents were hiding something. Others suspected Jonbenét's older brother, Burke Ramsey. Every theory sparked endless debate. But then, science complicated everything. Investigators found unknown DNA on Jonbenét's clothing. The DNA did not match her parents. It didn't match her brother. Years later, advances in forensic technology still failed to identify its owner. Was this the killer's DNA? Or was it simply contamination from manufacturing? The mystery only deepened. Over the years, police made mistakes that still haunt the investigation. Too many people had entered the house before it was secured. Potential evidence may have been moved or destroyed. Some experts believe the crime scene was irreversibly contaminated within hours. Think about that for a moment. The answer to one of America's biggest mysteries may have been lost forever on the very first day. As years turned into decades, theories multiplied. Some believed an intruder entered through a basement window. Others argued the evidence pointed towards someone inside the home. Books were written. Television specials aired. Investigators came and went. Yet no arrests were ever made. In 2008, prosecutors publicly cleared the Ramsey family using DNA evidence. But even that didn't end the debate. Many experts disagreed. Others argued that the DNA was too small and incomplete to prove innocence or guilt. Nearly 30 years later, the case remains unsolved. Imagine living with that uncertainty. Imagine never knowing who took your child. Imagine knowing that someone may still carry the secret. And that's what makes this case so haunting. Not because we know what happened, but because we don't. Some mysteries fade with time. This one only grows darker. Every few years, new technology gives investigators hope. DNA databases have solved crimes once thought impossible. Cases older than this one have finally been cracked. Could the answer still be out there? Could a tiny piece of evidence, forgotten for decades, finally reveal the truth? Or will the murder of Jonbenét Ramsey remain America's darkest unsolved mystery forever?